This podcast is sponsored by Ramp. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's corporate cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/easy. Ramp.com/easy. RAMP.com/easy.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, welcome to Microphones and Morons.
April edition.
2021
edition. We have to add the year because we're over a year old.
That's right, because we're over a year.
Yeah, I mean, even you have recorded an April Morons before.
I have, in fact, recorded April Morons before. This is not my first April rodeo. I think I made
April.
I think I made that same joke in March.
Yeah, except for you weren't in March.
Yeah, you weren't in March.
Like, yes,
that's
last
right. That was
month.
the one I meant. Oh, that's very sad.
It was your first March Morons.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is my first repeat Morons.
April year 2.
Wow.
All right. I should probably
let's quietly think about that.
Okay, and now that we're done reflecting, we should thank our very special patrons who help make this all possible. Starting at the top of the list, we have Nico Rodriguez. Next, we have Adeline Buchanan. And finally, at the bottom, we have Mr. Patrick T. Arsenal. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So this was our last month of season 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last month of season 2.
Yeah, including the last episode of season 2.
Yes. We wrapped it up very nicely. It's almost like we planned it. Almost.
No,
I didn't,
none of it.
I didn't
Damn
plan
it. No,
anything.
just don't let them.
Yes,
Don't let them know.
We were sitting there with a stopwatch while we were playing, and it's like, okay, no, we got to end
We
it
are
right
masters of our destiny.
Yeah. We do it all subconsciously because we're that good.
We're that good.
now. Our
Yes.
biorhythms are just that in sync. Like,
Okay, now I'm uncomfortable. Anyway.
I don't know enough about NSYNC to have made an NSYNC joke. Like all I had was like bye and Justin Timberlake, and
That's all you
that
need.
was
No, you
funny.
got it. You're good. You're good.
that's
You
all.
got it.
That's all you need.
That's like
Good
I
job.
mentioned things.
That's like
Well,
50,
good instinct
that's
joke.
Reference.
55% right there.
Well, after April, it's going to be May.
Ah! I can beat me to it.
But there will be no May Morons this year.
No May Morons.
Because
Why is there no May Morons?
we are taking a break. May, June, and July, coming back with season 3 on August 2nd.
Yeah, after all of the playing that we did, Adam started to threaten us with our lives. So we feel it was best that he needed a break before he actually killed us for our bullshit.
None of that is true.
It's only like
because
half true.
because we're already like 7 sessions
know.
into season 3 now.
Oh, man.
6, yeah, 7.
Boy,
Seven.
just y'all wait.
Nope.
I mean, by the time you hear it, it'll
7.
be like
Yeah.
nostalgia for us.
Mm-hmm. That was just like, oh, I remember when I was a wee lad and recorded the beginning of season 3. Oh,
Before all that horrible stuff happened to us.
That's season 2 we're talking about. I don't want to think back on those days. Oh wait, we're doing that right now. Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. And before we do get into the breakdown of this past month, while we're recording season 3, we have already started recording a spinoff. And we do have a Patreon tier for three spots for co-producers to help us with cover art, all that kind of stuff, marketing, everything to help boost listeners, help us get the second spinoff, Microphones and Monsters spinoff series. I'm not announcing the name yet.
It's a mystery.
Yes, it's a mystery. And whatever you want to help us out with, it is greatly appreciated.
Casters and casters?
Casters and more casters.
I'm just spitballing here.
During the downtime, already discussed it. If you have a favorite clip from the show or a favorite scene from the show, let us know in Discord. You can send us an email, microphonesandmonsters@gmail.com. Talk to us on Twitter, Instagram, even TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And let us know if you got a favorite clip, and it will probably get covered in the next 12 weeks after this is you're hearing this. So
yeah, it's going to be a new series that we don't know what we're going to call it yet.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to call it.
Microphones and Monsters.
Microphones and Memories.
Microphones and Memories is very good. That is
Microphones
very
and
good.
Memories.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna give you
I
Maybe
think that's
that'll be
it.
it.
nice
Maybe
golf
not.
clap for that.
That's how
good.
we came up with the name for this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just once a week, so you still have something from us. Microphones and Monsters going to be releasing once a week. Just a small kind of discussion, or not discussion, but a little recap on the clip, and then you listen to the memories. So
Yeah.
So we started this month started April 2021 with episode 108, Comes Crashing Down, part 1, right after Alistair is told to die.
Yes.
Y'all were kicking TPM's ass, and
he got mad.
And then he got mad, and then he got in a pimple, and then he busted out of the pimple, and then pop.
And once that pimple popped, there was just grossness everywhere.
Yes, there was.
Yeah. It was done. It was done at that point, and you're about to, well, I guess you've already heard if you're listening to this.
But I hope you've already heard of your
But we're about to talk about it.
Like, there will be serious spoilers, guys. Make sure you've listened to the episodes. Most of you have. But
Yeah, stop here, go back, listen to episode 108 through 116.
Unless
and
you're
then come
listening
back.
to the series backwards.
Yes, like that one person is. That brave person. You know who you
in which
are.
case there will still be spoilers because we'll talk about the stuff that happened before the episodes that we're about to discuss.
Also
So-
true.
All that stuff will get mentioned. Not all of it.
So, Alistair, how does power word kill work, and how did you subvert it?
Well, normally how Power Word Kill works is you cast it, and if the target has less than 100 hit points, they die. Period. End of statement.
Dead.
No save, no resistance, no nothing. Like, that's just it. But
Counterspell.
being a spell, it means counterspell can affect it.
And Richard wrote a poem for Alistair for the previous episode, for the previous episode. That was nobody said anything about it. Like
No, I like there were some vague comments about it and everything, but the main crux of it was never pointed out.
yeah,
I figured it out after I saw someone explain it. The first letter of each line of the poem spelled counterspell. If you just looked at it.
All right. Nicole is dead. That is a spoiler for the game Dead Space, but we've already announced that it's spoilers, so haha.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I haven't played Dead Space.
It's been over 15 days, so we'll be all right.
Yeah. Dead Space is old enough. It's fine.
Oh, God. Like about 2009? Oh.
So no, it was a lot of fun writing that poem. Like, I rather enjoyed it myself.
Mm-hmm. Julian recharges his lightning gun and realizes that TPM is siphoning power from the blood pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said Blood Ocean at least once during that, right?
Blood Ocean.
I hope so.
Ocean of blood.
Oh my God. I just thought of something when we get to it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, right after Julian.
I don't know if you're thinking of the thing that I think you're thinking of, but if you're thinking of the thing I think you're thinking of, then I think that's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what anyone's thinking of. But the Pallid Mask finally, he tried to make Victor walk off the power using like a mind control spell or something, and then Victor was like, "Nah,
I'm a monk."
Yeah, I'm a monk. You can't make me do that because I use monk.
And then he was like,
went,
"Oh yeah,
once more with feeling."
And
but then
the
he
Pallid
used
Mask was
a
like, "But I get 8 turns every round." So
no, so he actually gets legendary actions. And with his legendary actions, they refresh every round.
Because big bad is big bad.
yes.
I mean, it gets into like game theory kind of stuff. Action economy is king in TTRPGs like this.
And the way his legendary actions worked, he can cast a spell of a certain level or lower, but he has to do it as a reaction like right after somebody else's turn. So whenever you got rid of it, I was able to do it at the end of your turn, and then I was able to make it stronger on his turn that followed yours. And so it completely controlled you to where you couldn't even break out of it anymore.
What?
No.
And then I walked you off the tower.
Yep.
Oh, but Julian started drinking the TPM's milkshake.
I was siphoning blood energy from the pool, and as we joked about it before we started recording, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
With your weird vampire
With
hand.
weird vampire hand.
That the other two still do not know anything about
don't know anything about.
It's true.
No, he's all super secret and stuff.
You were like, Alistair.
I'm more embarrassed at this point.
I got a bad idea or something
that
like that.
outro didn't sound very embarrassed. Oh yeah.
Well, I was hungry. That's different. That would be like if you caught me in a closet and I was just eating an entire cake with my hands. I would really enjoy it. If you saw me doing it, it would not be good.
Alistair was the only one that saw you, and you don't care what Alistair thinks.
That's okay. Alistair doesn't really care that you did it either.
He didn't give a shit. He's just like,
anyway.
Okay.
Like whatever. I don't know. That's a thing humans can do, right?
I'm gonna sit on this throne.
You're just like, why is he sticking his hand in there? Oh man.
He's just fishing around for the plug, I think.
And then to throw on the mind controlling, I did mass suggestion with TPM against Julian and Alistair, and they did a little bit of back and forth, just a little bit,
just a little bit.
Not enough to kill each other, but enough to really, we were embracing some very cathartic energies at that point.
Yeah.
Alistair
I feel like
got
they'll
poisoned.
get along better after that outburst. Like you've experienced something together now. You've got a bond where you tried to hurt each other badly.
More on that particular bond later.
Yeah. So I like this. Alistair tries to shoot TPM again and it fails some more, and he drinks a potion after a mini discussion about when you can drink potions.
Oh, yeah. For a while.
Yes, it did.
A little bit, yeah.
But we did establish that you could drink potions on as a bonus action.
Yeah, we made up some rules.
Well, I had been doing that since I started DMing. That was one of my rules I've always done, but I forgot to put it on the house rules list.
I mean, you also get like the
But
crazy...
y'all also haven't done a whole lot of potions in combat
No.
in this game.
been out
So
of combat.
this at the end of season 2 in the final boss fight is whenever we start talking about potion rules.
It's like in the middle of the boss fight, we start having rule discussions. Like, what? How can he do that? You know, I'm going to ready a potion. Why?
see, the
you
thing
can
is-
drink it now.
Exactly. Like, I'm still trying to go by like standard rules.
Yeah.
How fast do you fall down? Oh,
I'm
I
a
don't
very
know.
I'm a very generous DM. I'm like, why aren't you drinking a potion? Like, you want to drink a potion, drink it.
It's like, okay, fine, I'll just drink it then.
So I was curious, reviewing the episodes today and writing our summary. I was curious to see. I was like, all right, I know that we talked about how fast, because Victor steps off the building and starts falling down, and it's like a turn, and rounds are supposed to last 6 seconds or something. And so, how far would he have fallen? And I think you said that the regular D&D rules say that you
Instantly fall
500 feet.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. And with normal gravity starting at 0 velocity, after 6 seconds, you've fallen almost 600 feet. It's like 590 or something. So apparently D&D is more generous than real life, and you were much more generous than D&D was. But then I thought about it, and like right after Victor stepped off, you know, the Paladin started focusing on the other guys and dropped its concentration. And so the way I see it is momentarily after, within
that's what I said too. Yeah.
Now, are you ready for me to throw a wrench into your calculations?
I mean, you can, but I just looked up
You were
a velocity.
You were not falling the entire 6 seconds.
And so why was that?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
No. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you actually moved to the edge for part of that 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Like you didn't actually fall for 6 seconds.
You also
Right.
I hate to chime in with some edits to your math, but you definitely did not account for trench coat wind resistance.
Yeah.
Also true.
I spread it
And
out
your
like
hat
a
didn't
flying
fall off.
squirrel.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't say you couldn't use your trench coat to glide.
Yeah,
he just said you had to jump off.
Wings.
Rocky the flying.
You didn't
folk.
even try to use your wraps to like create wings or parachute or anything
Well,
either.
Make like
I
a
didn't
giant
know- I didn't know
bouncy
I could
ball
do
so that you
that. They're like fleshy strips. You didn't tell me I could use them to make
You can
wings.
stab people. You can probably do other stuff.
I mean,
well,
I
I'm
could-
not saying you
try that
can.
later.
I'm just saying you
well,
could
what
try.
about bats? Bats' wings are just fleshy.
They're not strips. They're like sheets.
I mean, yeah, but if you like press them together, they're like sheets.
What if you
like the
used it
strips?
to swing like Spider-Man?
I feel
Think
like that's
Venom.
a stretch.
Yeah.
Think
Well,
Venom.
it calls back to Venom.
I crawled around like Spider-Man.
You did
I
crawl
can,
around
I can
like
attach to
Spider-Man.
the side of walls.
With
Yeah.
your claws.
Be more like Spider-Man.
I mean, technically, Spider-Man attaches to walls with claws too.
I mean, in
just
some
itty-bitty.
canons, exactly.
Yeah.
Like they're just
But yeah.
little tiny spider hooks.
what a weird
Yeah.
character.
It makes sense, even accounting
What
for
a weird
velocity.
character. Like one of the most iconic Marvel
What do you
superheroes
say like that?
in
God, what a
history.
weirdo.
like only like the
man.
number one merchandising superhero in all of existence.
Or you could be like Spider-Man 2099 and actually have giant fucking hooks that you can use in battle to slice people open.
Or he could be what he needs to be and be the superior Spider-Man and use his hooks
Yes.
like Doc Ock did.
Yes, superior Spider-Man.
All right, back to our show.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
fell
that's a
about
thing.
300 feet and stopped himself on the building with his claws and stuff.
Which was very impressive because I actually wasn't 100% sure that you were going to live through that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
It's a good
I
thing we
probably
don't have to
would
worry about
because
falling at all, and that will not come
I took
up
max
again.
damage I took max damage falling, but because of the monk stuff and slow fall, I only took 20. So I probably could have fallen all the way down and still taken the 20 damage if I'd rolled the same. And
you could have gone the whole way and just rolled max. Yeah,
damage maxes out at 20d6. So
I know people that fell skydiving and hit the ground and still lived. Yeah. Like they weren't in good shape.
Yeah,
were they monks?
But
one was Peggy Hill.
No, they weren't. No, yeah, one was Peggy Hill, but I'm talking about like people in real life. Like in real life, people can survive. It's not pretty, but they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor asked the beast for help, and got it.
Yes. Yeah, you rolled really high.
that was fun.
So he was trying to push you out so you could fall some more.
It's only Angie that's tried to kill us multiple times.
Yes, and I reminded him that the guy that he was working with just told him that I don't need you anymore, you suck. You know what? You're right.
You make a compelling argument there.
Go home. Nobody likes you.
The beast was like, yeah, that guy does suck. Go kill him.
But you never,
no, I didn't make it back up.
Well,
you never made it back up. Julian drinks more blood.
Delicious.
Yes.
And I get powerful.
Gulp.
And I learned how the TARDIS works. I understand
dimensional travel. Yeah.
I understand Spacey Wasey and Timely Wimely.
You try to reach out to the goddess.
Very good.
I did. I tried to reach out to
goddess.
My goddess. Fell on deaf ears.
Goddess.
Was very upset by that, by the way. I haven't forgot about that. You know.
See, this is what gets people to turn against religion.
This is exactly what happens. Is there's a crucial moment, and you're like, hey, man, I'll ask for a whole lot. I need something right now. And then just nothing. You're like, okay, got to solve it through Eldritch Science.
Yeah, first time in 14 months. You asked for something.
Mentioned it. Podcast period. First time I ever mentioned it.
You didn't create, like ample, children.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Like you were supposed to.
I was not fertile enough. For me to
that word again.
Yeah. It was not. Yeah, I was not virulent enough to get the help I needed. So,
but instead, the one true God, Manrose, spoke.
Yes, the old one that no one saw coming, Manrose spoke to me.
He tells you to use a high energy source to reverse the polarity of the who's it something.
Yes,
yeah, the who's it was.
I may have stopped trying to remember exactly what the quote was somewhere in there. It went into Star Trek and said, reverse the polarity. The Heisenberg collectors.
And then in the next episode, blood drove Q did. Blood drove Q did.
For reference, I was hoping you were going that way.
I forgot about that. Good album name.
You stick your lightning gun into the portal and fire it with max charges, and then you crit.
Yes, and then I turn the dial to 11, just like in Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
or you crit, and I allowed you to go max. Use all 20 charges.
You allowed him to go max first.
Oh yeah, because you got the power. You had all that power.
Yeah,
that's right.
You allowed him to do max charges, and then I said, "Can he roll his D20 to see if he crits?"
And I said with advantage.
And you said with advantage.
And then I did.
That was a team effort there.
Yes.
And Alistair sat on the throne.
Yes.
The crit was the second roll.
Well, I did in God was like 200 plus lightning damage.
Yeah, it was like 230.
I thought it was 210.
Oh, I think it was 210. Okay. It was like 200 plus 5 plus 5.
Because it was like 20 D10s plus 5 plus another 5.
Plus another 5, yeah.
Yeah, and you completely evaporated the portal and him with the gun, it drained you, and you lost all that blood magic.
Which is
fine for sabotaging the plant.
It's
Dalton.
Pastor Creel says hi.
That's what they should have said.
That's what political espionage gives you, Dalton.
So to go back on what you just said about the plant, like that was originally gonna be like the thing that y'all were gonna be going in the abandoned plant and doing something in there.
And then we continue to not go there.
And yeah, I changed it a little.
Julian went there by himself, and the sheriff was like, "There's nothing here."
You heard him. There's nothing here.
The car exploded. Nobody's hurt. Get out of here.
I should have said something cool like "Sayonara, Banana Man."
It was all a distraction, and Julian fell for it.
I guess you could say he lost his appeal.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. But yeah, he's super
So
dead.
yeah, you basically took out an avatar of a great old one.
Suck it, nerd.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
with
did.
with a massive crit bloodrocution.
That was a bloodrocution.
And I liked how like each of us had a really significant part of that fight too.
Yeah.
Like because Alistair got the first hit, and then got the hit with the crit with the poison.
The crit was cool.
I was really hoping for that crit because that was a game changer.
And Victor got him down and stunned him twice in a row and was bashing him and essentially forced him into phase 2 of the fight.
Yeah,
and then Alistair was really annoying to him.
I had to fucking stop you from chain stunning him.
Exactly. Well, you had to do that, and then you wasted so much time trying to get revenge on Victor and Alistair.
Yeah,
it gave Julian the time to drink his own energy up and use it against him with the lightning gun. It all worked together perfectly.
Yeah,
I don't think we could have planned the fight out if we were just making things up. I don't think we could have planned it out that well.
Julian, do you have a plan? That depends.
I'm not that good
Can you
at
get him
making
into
stuff
a full
up.
Nelson?
I was gonna have two separate fights going with Victor clinging on the side of the wall, fighting a night gaunt, while the other two were upstairs fighting with the TPM, yeah, it did not go out that way because y'all kicked his ass.
And then everything was
rock
fine.
did fall on, a chunk of the building fell on the night gaunt.
Mm-hmm.
He just went whizzing past you and just crushed on the ground, splat.
Yeah, that way Victor didn't have to fight on the building while it fell down.
Although that would have been really cool if we played that out.
It would have, but I think he wanted us to be out of battle while the building fell down.
Speaking of buildings falling down, that happened.
Yes.
Yeah, that happened.
I did plan on the building falling down. I didn't plan on the pallid mask being eviscerated. You killed the mask, or evaporated. Yeah, evaporated. You didn't just kill the host, you killed the actual mask.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
no,
pretty
can't
cool.
make that joke yet. We're under NDA for that joke. We're holding on to that one.
So we killed the tattered king, essentially, right?
No.
That's what.
No.
No.
You
killed the pallid
When it was
mask.
just the wrapping thing, because the wrappings came out, right?
Whenever you encountered the raps with Tanasha, that was the tattered king. He didn't expose himself.
Okay. So
he
part
used
of him
Tanasha
came
to
off.
talk to you, and he left behind
Got
a
it.
part that became the mask.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we're not killing the Tattered King. Not now. Probably not ever.
Probably not.
not.
Ever.
But
Yeah, so the tattered king is still out there, and he's still just a part of something bigger.
Or if he's still mad. You think he's still mad?
Oh, good.
Maybe the thing that's bigger won't be all that pissed at us because only a part of him is.
There we go.
More on that later.
He may not have memories of it. Who knows?
He may just not care. Just be like,
Maybe
never-
we killed the memories.
He never got
Killed
the
his
connection, or
memories.
as far as you know, never got the connection.
Yes.
Boy, wouldn't that be just shitty? Like sitting there watching what was happening the whole time, not doing anything about it, just munching on some popcorn.
He's watching a wrestling match go down.
He's like popping fucking planets in his mouth like a atomic fireball.
Can you imagine how disappointed he would be in the Pallid Mask? It's like, dude, these guys?
He's like, dude, he's got him on the ropes.
He's like, I stopped them just with my presence alone.
Come on, you let a 9th level spell get countered?
Yeah.
I mean, you were doing really good until you exploded.
A crazy doctor, a weirdo crypt folk, and a cat?
He's not even a real doctor.
Those guys?
Like he's level 9.
That's not even 2 digits.
But yeah, you did drink Verspar's blood, Julian.
Yeah, I needed a Capri Sun. I was feeling very drained.
Alistair's just like, yeah, okay. Like,
He's just chilling.
Do your thing. I'm going to sit here on the throne.
I mean, in all honesty, there was nothing that Alistair could have done
to help Julian.
Save what Alistair ended up actually doing.
Yeah. And you tried scooting down on your butt down this tower.
Alistair had zero methods for you to get to the bottom safely.
For Julian's options, he did do reasonably well.
It was really well, and I rewarded your good rolls mixed with some bad rolls that Victor saw you and knew where to go to dig you out of rubble.
Yay!
By the way, I died.
Victor.
Spoilers, I did not make it down the tower alive. I was impaled.
Yes, you were impaled.
He was impaled, and then he wasn't.
But then Alistair fixed it.
Yeah, so not only did you originally you would have taken full fall damage plus being impaled by a metal hitching post.
And let me see, checks my notes. I had 60 some HP at the time? Oh yeah, no, I'm living through that.
Yeah. Well, you died alone just with the fall damage.
Don't say
and
like
then
that.
I
That
didn't even
sounds
do the
depressing.
impale.
Plus he died alone.
That sounds awful.
A single man.
It's a single man. Oh God! But then I wasn't dead.
But yeah,
But
Alistair.
then he wasn't dead.
Turns out he was
Alistair-
never dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Terrible
turns out,
video game.
according to the official timeline, he was never dead.
Yeah, he was never dead. Yeah.
Don't play that game. It's a bad game.
And only Alistair and the audience know.
Yep.
So I was.
Except for Alistair being really snarky about it.
Yes, and me not understanding.
At least
why.
you're not dead.
Yes.
You can't walk, but at least
It's
you're
better,
not dead.
better than being dead.
Yeah, I am. As a result of this, because I mean, rewriting death like that, it's very much get out of a jail free card. But at least for me, it'd probably be better if there was some sort of ramification, because I'm a big proponent of. It is very nerdy, but the whole equivalent exchange theory. I like it a lot. I actually made a joke to it in one of my outros. But yeah, so I said that, well, I don't have, I'm paralyzed. I can't walk because I fell down a building and lived, but fall off a building.
And yes,
and see what
that
happens.
that was Max's decision. That was Max's idea. I, as DM, I will never do anything that will
I did it
permanently
affect
affect y'all that much.
It was cool.
Without your permission, or I didn't even come up with that.
Nope.
So
That was me. Just like, hey, would it be weird if I just stopped walking and I had no legs? And I was like, wait a minute.
you got a mix.
You do have legs, though.
I do have legs.
Yeah, you still have
My
legs.
legs
yeah.
are still there. They're just
They got
like
amputated at the
cooked
same time.
pasta.
It was crazy.
It was more like
Alistair went to
a
shoot the post and hit the legs first. It was like, oops.
Oh well, no
Can't
takesies
reverse
backsies.
that.
it's like one of those situations like, oh well, you could be immortal, but what happens if your vertebrae is shattered or something like that? Then you're immortal and you can't move. I think it kind of worked like that, where because you're going through that transformation as a star vampire, and you have some means of regenerating yourself, like by drinking blood and all that kind of stuff, but that magical property and magic potions and everything, it can't heal that permanent damage to your vertebrae.
Mm-hmm. So
it's not perfect.
So yeah, I had a little scene where I was, playing that I was freaked out that I can't walk anymore, and Victor is very nice and helping me up and stuff.
Gentle.
Gentle.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I wanted that reaction.
Victor picked me up with his supple arms.
Yes. Victor's strong arms lifted Julian off the ground.
No, remember, I was princess carried. That is canon. And then we walked away.
Yes. And Victor yelled out. was just yelled at the magic lady.
Yelling at Alistair, yelling at Eliana.
Yeah, Victor was doing a lot of yelling that episode.
Because I mean, he'd had a long day.
That tower crashing made a lot of noise. Like,
yeah. It was all just
was
Victor
affected.
Couldn't hear very well.
Yeah. You just you had ringing.
I thought of that ahead of time.
Shell shock.
And didn't mention it ever until now. After you mentioned it.
That's okay. I'm sure all of us think of things and don't mention them for a long time.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't actually think of that.
I just thought of it. Yeah, so you're back in Eliana's world.
Yep.
And I can walk again.
Made a portal. She made a portal and we went through it.
Mm-hmm. Nice like that. Very oddly nice like that.
And Julian sensed it.
Mm-hmm.
And Alistair didn't go through it at first.
Come drop.
Alistair's not interested in going through strange portals, only the ones to the Dreamlands.
Gumdrop was employed.
Gimbal and Bracket.
Yes. And Bracket.
And specifically.
Well, it's Gimbal and Bracket the whole time.
Well, yes. But it was like Gimbal and some of Bracket before. The rest of Bracket was there.
All of Bracket.
And we could hear him now.
The full Bracket.
Yeah, it's a full Bracket.
The full Bracket.
I'm guessing you didn't word this like this on purpose, but they catch up with Gimbal and Bracket. Julian heads off to find verse bar.
I didn't.
That's good.
But that's good. I should put that in like italics.
Yeah, heads off. Ha ha ha.
No, I didn't.
And we found out that this Bracket was an axe guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was an axe guy.
yes, he's an axe guy. And then we
now he lives next to
gave back our super OP weapons back to Eliana.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sadly.
I just got naked again because that happened.
Well, Victor was done.
he was very tired.
Yeah.
Here's your crap. Give
me my shit, lady.
Verspar had a moment with Julian asking if she could come, so she can fix her, not fix her past mistakes, but make up for them.
And she really just didn't belong anymore, or at least didn't belong there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let me see what my friends say. I gotta make sure it's okay with mom and dad. And then
the only person she cared about's dead.
Yeah.
And
and you look kind of like him, and you're wearing his
don't say
jumpsuit.
it like that.
Well, she specifically said she wasn't trying to replace him. That she just wanted to do good.
Yes.
I'll never have a glorious
but
beard
who
like
knows
that.
what will happen?
We'll have to see.
Who knows?
Speaking of things that will happen, I have a mech suit, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
It is
Got a mech.
fully armed and operational mechanical suit. It's not armed though, unfortunately.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
and then
Not
going
yet.
into season 4, Alistair's going to get a mech suit.
Little kitty cat
Yeah.
mech suit.
That's a very interesting idea.
and then Julian and Alistair combine into a large cat doctor bot.
Yes.
And
then we
kitty shoulder cannon.
Yes. And then basically we move from Hora into a Sentai.
Yes, exactly.
You got a little nice thing since you were all pledged to Eliana service and stuff.
Yeah.
Body of tool shelf.
Well, I got a repaired thing.
Yeah.
But a thing that I already had, but it's repaired now.
It's fixed now.
Yes.
It means
now
it works
better.
And it does something.
Don't know what it is.
It gives you green flamies. That's what it does.
Yeah, it gives me green flamies, as we find out like in further episodes that were this month.
116.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last episode.
We find out in the finale that it gives me green flamies.
Yeah.
And that's about all we find out about it.
That's it. It's still a mystery.
That is your season cliffhanger right there. You're welcome.
So
what can Alistair do now?
So
that's what's going to make you want to listen to season 3.
Forget about all of that fighting and killing demigods and cheating death. We go into the real meat and potatoes of this Morons, and that's the dinner episode.
Oh, yeah.
Literally meat and potato.
Yeah, because Victor made everyone but Alistair country fried steak and mashed potatoes. And
yeah, that's just not really Alistair's style.
Alistair got salmon meunier, which I did Google and make sure that I copied and pasted the spelling into these notes.
I still don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's just like salmon with like it looks like it's grilled or something. And it's got
like
garnishes on it. It's not actually fancy.
It's like a butter basted salmon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like mushed up salmon goo like on crackers or something.
Like a pate?
Yes, nothing fancy like that. No.
It's nothing fancy like that. It's just a nicely prepared piece of salmon.
Can't get
That's
over
all it is.
salmon goo now. That's going to be
I kind of want some. After seeing the pictures, you search something and you see a picture of it, and now I want some salmon meunier. That sounds pretty good.
Like in all honesty, it just sounds fancy because it's French.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's probably why Alistair wanted it, because Alistair just uses big words to sound smart. He knew it was just regular fish.
And I actually found out of it because of Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah. That popped up in my search, too. You can make it in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's one of the dishes that you can make in Breath of the Wild. That's where I first found out about it.
So, y'all have a dinner conversation.
So, very important. I was talking to some other people in other Discords. A lot of people really wanted country fried steak as a result of that.
We're influencers. We're food influencers.
Yes.
Tune in next season where our guest will be binging with Babish.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
We've already. If you have images of you making country fried steak and gravy, send it to us. We've already gotten multiple images.
Please,
of potato wedges.
Yes.
Or
salmon meunier if you want to make that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Really show off your craft if you can do that.
Don't send us any pictures of cooked flesh, please.
Yes,
no human flesh.
I mean, no human flesh. Yes. You can send us cooked animal flesh. That's fine. But human flesh is where we draw the line, guys.
Before we forget, we should totally send out a media kit to some food publications.
Yeah. I've been reaching out to different publications with a media kit. We need to reach out to Food Network and shit like that. We'll be featured.
Maybe not Food Network. They might try to ping us for copyright infringement for that bonus content I made.
Yeah, but they got to pay us to do that anyway.
That's true.
But at dinner, Julian and Victor sort of exchange what happened when they got split up during the fight and all that. Victor found out how they killed the Pallid Mask because he wasn't there for
He's
it.
like, oh,
You just heard and saw a giant explosion at the top, and then the tower started falling on you.
I did not mention my blood drinking stuff.
No.
Either one.
And Gimbal loves the food.
Gimbal has not had a proper cooked hot meal in probably what he thinks is months at this point.
Been so long since I had real meat.
There was the beanies. There was the beanies. Those were cooked.
Yes, the beanies. He was excited about those beanies without the weenies.
Yeah. So a piece of steak.
Beanie weenies.
The Wheaties.
Minus the beanies or weenies. Another thing people liked about the beanie weenie thing. I don't know why I thought of beanie weenies, and I was like, wait a minute, there's no meat.
And it just made it that much more funny.
And then we talked about what the hell we're supposed to do now.
Yep.
I also convinced everyone to bring Verspar along.
Yes.
And Evangeline.
It didn't take a lot.
I mean, it's like, hey guys, Verspar wants to come along. Yeah, okay.
Yippee!
I mean, don't get excited.
More friends.
I mean, don't get excited about it or anything.
Oh, and Victor perfectly transforms into a human before bed.
Been a long time since you did that.
It never had happened.
I did point out that was the first time he ever had a perfect transformation.
Far and away the best transformation he's ever had.
It's because it was all of that accomplishment that happened.
Well, he's
he
getting
rolls
better at it. But like story wise, he's getting better at it, and he's kind of at peace after vanquishing the ultimate
evil. He feels
evil
good, so he transformed good.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely a good person.
Yeah.
Tune into season 3,
even though he's a monster.
Tune into season 3 and let us subvert all of your expectations.
I think we can agree that Victor is a better person than Julian or Alistair.
Yeah,
yes,
hands down. Oh yeah, and I bought a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You
didn't buy a ring
not for anyone.
You bought a
for
ring
me.
from.
you traded. You bartered for a ring.
Yes, you bartered. You bartered for a ring.
He bartered for he drank this. He gave one of the sleep potions I made, and then he immediately drank it. And there's bang right there. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to do that. That was funny as shit.
After that, Alistair's like, oh, by the way, put your name back in the book that your name disappears from when you die.
Weird. Anyway,
that's when you find out that Alistair saved your life.
Well, I mean, it's important both because you need to have your name back in the book in case you die again, and so that you know that Alistair saved you.
Yes.
Yeah. Rubbing that shit in.
Yep.
It's very important.
But if you think about it, I saved you first.
But I love how Julian,
but I have your name written in a book to prove
Damn
it.
I love how Julian just completely ignores Alistair when he's antagonizing him about like, you owe me thanks. Like he's trying to, he's being cheeky as fuck about it. And he's like, you need to thank me without saying that.
I'm so numb to it now. It's just
and all the it's better than being dead.
It is better than being dead. Unless it came back as
that becomes a thing.
Unless it came back
that is a thing.
Unless it came back as a skeleton doctor, because then I could be a skeleton doctor inside of a mech suit. That would be cool.
So you could be a skeleton doctor that is kind of himself a skeleton.
Mm-hmm. You could call me Bones even.
Oh. Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a mech pilot.
Yes. Damn it, Victor.
But yeah, you get in the mech.
Is Victor Kirk?
Oh shit, are we doing that now?
No, man.
Are we already doing this?
Well, we know Manrose is Q for sure.
What'd you say?
Did the next generation.
Yeah, we definitely already did the next generation.
Yeah, we didn't do the original series though.
No.
We ran into Sarah and Tanasha.
Yes.
Going to back into
to the
Darkwell.
DEA.
And Cats and Zoogs are going to rebuild the world.
Yep.
What a weird combo. Very weird combo.
I mean, really weird.
Oh,
if you pay attention to the lore behind it, it's really weird.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about that, but
Sarah helped with it though. Sarah helped create that relationship.
Why were the Zoogs available?
I
understand why the cats were available. I just don't know why the Zoogs were the other ones that were there. That was the one
Zoogs
thing.
Zoogs also hail from the Dreamlands.
Yeah,
got it.
They're also from the Dreamlands.
But since I didn't know, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask so other people could know.
The thing about the lore is, let's just say that Zoogs subsist on small animals.
Huh. Well,
like
there you go.
gerbils.
They're the size of cats, though.
But I do believe it even says in there that they're known to eat like kittens.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't?
Moving on.
Okay. All right. Yeah, don't send us cooked kittens.
Yeah. I know we said animal flesh is fine, but like
we need to
normal
clarify.
stuff, guys. Normal stuff. Like cow or pig or something. Not cat and dog.
Nothing gross.
Yeah, nothing gross. How about that? Just nothing gross as a rule.
Yeah, normal everyday food.
Yes, nothing gross.
not
whatever
normal
that means to you.
Not normal everyday food even. Just stuff that's not gross.
Yeah.
Eat what you want. We just don't want to see it.
There you go. Well, no, okay.
Well, I don't condone. I don't endorse cannibalism though.
Or eating cats.
Yeah.
No.
They go. Oh man, that's a throwback sound.
Stop.
I have not brought back the moon beast yet.
Yeah.
No.
Victor served Chianti at the dinner.
Then, while we're riding this high of victory and going back home, and we got the silver key, and Victor uses the silver key, and the elevator opens, and there the whole time was Manrose himself.
Unless he knew that we were going to come, and so he went and got in the elevator first.
We'll never know.
I mean,
never tell us.
I mean, that is entirely plausible.
Yes.
And in Monty Python, there was much rejoicing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Manrose.
Yeah, we shouted Manrose.
We all shouted Manrose.
No, Alistair. Alistair didn't shout it. Alistair was like, "Oh,
yeah, me and
hello there, Manrose," or something like that.
Yeah,
hello,
Victor and Julian did. And that was live too. Like we did. That
I didn't have to edit it. Yeah,
Max was very happy to see Manrose again.
Y'all saying Manrose and Alistair saying, "Oh, hello, Manrose," and then ending the episode there. It was a perfect ending.
Oh yeah,
and then we reach what I personally consider the most hilarious episode that we've ever had.
God.
Yes, 115.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Like I didn't even listen to the whole thing while I was doing the review. One, because it's very dense, and two, because my wife hasn't listened to that episode yet. And I didn't want to ruin it for myself listening to it again before that.
Like I said, I've listened to it probably 4 times already.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a really good episode.
I mean, I had the outro, so that was one listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like one of the first things that happens is Manrose puts the car and Carl in the garage with a magic remote.
And y'all think it's threatening.
It sounds like a threat. It does.
I was not threatening.
No, but it just sounds like a threat.
Needs to go to the garage.
Like, did
You want me to put him in the garage?
It's like Manrose
He was
in the
happy.
cornfield if he gets mad at us.
Yeah, exactly.
He was happy that he got to use his well, he was just happy he got to do anything.
You're going on probation.
He got to use his remote and reveal that he has a remote that puts vehicles in garages. Or puts
Okay, so you have to know for the next arc, we have to retrieve the mahogany garage fob.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
I actually have one. My garage thing has like a little wood.
It's wood finish? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't lose it.
Yeah.
Mahogany.
We'll have to send some.
Then these guys are going to have to find them.
Crazy
find it
bastards
if you
to go
lose
find
it.
Like otherwise, we can't get back to Carl, who turns out is the most important character in the whole show.
Oh, things that I can't talk about yet.
Spin-off series.
The next reunion happens and we find Luth.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Go to the crypt.
And Victor has.
I
his
like
own
what you
scene.
wrote here.
What did I?
Yeah. Yeah, Victor has his own scene with Luth. Luth is a blind master of DDA knowledge who lives in the crypt now.
Crazy's a good word.
Victor's just glad he's not dead.
Crazy's a good word.
Luth is now the curator of the crypt.
Yes, the keeper of the
This
crypt.
is what
Yes,
happens
the crypt.
when you stay.
I said the crypt creeper.
The crypt creeper's pretty good. This is what happens when you stay at a Chinese buffet for how long did we leave them there?
A year.
A year.
That's what happens when you stay at a Chinese buffet for a year. You go blind.
Well,
Okay.
You eat that many fortune cookies.
You go blind and you know
enough
everything.
knowledge.
You know everything. You know exactly.
It's from all the fortune cookies, isn't it?
You know exactly
Yep.
what's inside the secret sauce. That's all I'm saying.
Knowledge.
You see how the
Knowledge.
sauces connect.
And then you gave him his own head.
Yes. I gave him his
Yes,
own name.
you did. You did.
He's the expert
he'll never
of
know.
dead people now.
Now, I think we had this discussion off recording, but you still have that creepy mask, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's just in my bag somewhere. I
Yeah.
haven't thought about it. It's not something that Victor really would want to wear.
No. I'm just saying
let me
you
put
still
on
have
this
it though.
horribly disturbing mask made out of flesh that can.
I could think of one
smile.
situation that probably would have been. Well, no, I probably wouldn't have been for the best, but it might have made more sense.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
But I feel
get
like
to
it would
that.
just be like Scarecrow from Batman Begins.
Yeah,
And
but that
just
would've been
put the mask
cool.
on. It's like.
They scream and they cry.
So Luth is in awesome shape. He's blind, but he can see all the connections with all the dead bodies in the crypt.
And he's super fit because he was working out the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's so toned.
And there is a fountain of water
he
in there
was-
too, so you can drink water when you're eating.
He was doing Daibo.
Dive. Oh God. That's a pretty good one.
That is pretty
It's
good.
one of your better jokes.
Thank you.
Then y'all go to the library and hilarity
Holy
ensues.
shit.
Yeah, the Luth scene was a little more serious,
Mm-hmm.
and then I make an offhand joke, and all of a sudden it becomes reality.
Holy
5 minutes later.
As always, I will say, please stop giving
Name
Adam
and
good
everything.
ideas. He will use them.
I mean, you gave him a name even.
You did.
Yeah, you gave me a name.
You just combined their names because it sounded better than Gerdo. That's their second child.
That's yeah. They're gonna have another boy.
Why didn't I say they had twins?
They're gonna have another boy.
I regret everything.
Yes. It's gonna be Gerbo.
You could have spoken twins into being.
I could have.
Twins vessel.
So Gerbo and Gertie had a baby, and
Yep.
its name is Gerby.
Gerby.
And he was in a papoose.
And I lost it at papoose because I just love that papoose is a word that exists.
Papoose is a fun word.
Janice, the theater guy, is broken.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
didn't
sorry.
read
You wanna
everything I read?
Read that whole line, please.
Useless theater guy.
He was so useless. Adam couldn't come up with
I-
a use for him.
I mean, it's so true though. Like, Like, that's the
Janice is
thing.
going to be
Like,
our theater director here in the TV.
Thank God.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, things like playwriting just aren't very useful in a post-apocalyptic setting.
He was
He
so
didn't even write him. He just ran the theater. We don't even know if he's talented or
He
not.
was so useless. We couldn't even get his voice correct.
I mean, that guy hired Matthias.
Well,
No, that was a cool guy.
He's got
I know there's a good reason for it. I'm just picking on him.
I maybe have like used some wording that I wouldn't even want to use for myself, you know. But yeah, Janice totally lost it inside of this library, and I feel like not everybody can have a happy ending, and it's lucky that as many of them did make it through this as they did. But Janice was not. I mean, from the beginning, he wasn't a strong-willed person. He was also kind of like born into wealth and all that kind of stuff, and he never really. There's so much in my mind about this character of why like this broke him.
So you actually inadvertently found him a use. He was a lightning rod for all the bad stuff. Like he was just a character that you didn't feel bad about having bad stuff happen to.
Wait, isn't that us?
Yeah. But Gerbo's been taking care of him.
Yeah,
Like,
Gerbo's
that's
been
good.
taking care of him.
You can't do anything.
Like
As
I
we knew he
feel really sorry for Janice.
I mean,
with all of it.
Like Alistair said at the time, he didn't ask him to come along.
No.
Let's be real, Adam. You kill off Gerbo and Manrose, there are gonna be a lot of angry people coming for you.
Oh, I know.
Pitchforks aplenty.
Yes.
I mean, technically, I did kill off a Gerbo
I mean, yeah, that's true. But you killed the Gerbo off screen.
and Gertie.
Yes. And Baron and Chandira.
And their son.
But I
And
would
everybody
also point
else
out,
that y'all didn't come across.
I'd also point out there's only one Manrose.
that we know
Confirmed.
of.
Manrose is a multiversal entity.
Yeah.
I will neither confirm or deny.
And
Yes, but it was confirmed because Richard said so.
Yeah.
I made the joke, but in the other universe, instead of Gerbo and Gertie having a kid, Bam and Chandira had a kid, a daughter named Bandolera.
Thought it was Cherim.
No,
No, that's the other universe.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That's where Chandira is the super badass and Baram's just, missing an arm.
I just don't want to see the universe where Bimble exists.
Bracket.
So the Yak folk learned food/store magic. What'd you put there?
I don't know. I don't know what they
The Yak
did.
folk leveled up.
I mean, they
close
did
enough, right?
store stuff.
These notes are for us.
They can do
You know
store
what I
stuff
mean.
now.
You are a vendor.
Barum and Chandira learned more about creatures in the world. They're wanting to actually be agents.
B team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that discussion. Gimbal and Bracket learned more about magic weapons and armor stuff, so that improves their work. And Astrogrill
is in charge. Library mayor.
I like
Is that-
swinging
is
these
that
things
like-
on you in the notes, and you just start laughing, and no one knows why.
Is that like the George Foreman grill, but like the one that Astra made?
Astrogrill has been library mayor.
I mean,
The
she
mayor
was
of
running for
Libraria.
mayor anyway, right? She's like,
she
this
did-
is my opportunity.
She
My
did
time
take
has come.
charge.
Running
She's a natural
unopposed.
born
That's
leader.
just her character. She does take charge. She is very
When she's not bleeding out.
yeah. all of the other characters show up, and there are numerous other conversations.
And they were pretty much dominated.
Specific in my notes.
Yeah.
A lot of the conversations were dominated by Adam.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a conversation, same voice, 3 different people. I couldn't. I kept wanting to stick to Sarah's voice for other people because Sarah was talking to other women. Victor showed off his style.
Again.
Yes.
Gimbal, because of course
he was forced to show his style the third time. Is that the third
Peer
time he's had to do his
into
style now?
I mean,
Yeah.
the third time he's had to show off for a gimbal, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were like, "Hey, look, I got all these extra." Or is that later?
No, that was there. He got all these extra
that was there, I think. If
Yeah,
not,
he's
that's
like,
not
"Oh,
gonna
where'd
be
you
the
get
worst spoiler in the
those?"
world.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I got
that
him
was
from-
there.
Okay, it
From
was there.
another you.
Because
Yeah.
that was right before he made him prove it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody is going to stay inside of this organization and work there doing their specialties and helping you guys out. And
It's not like they have anywhere else
they
to
do
go.
have the ability to go shopping and everything and get out every now and then.
Yeah.
As well as having free reign to whatever they need. And all amenities are made.
Yeah. Welcome to the Hotel California.
Well, they can't really check out.
No. Well, I mean, they can
Or leave.
metaphorically check out.
So it's
Well, they
kind of
can't.
worse
I mean,
than
they can-
the
They can
They
hotel.
leave like
leave.
y'all. Like
Nah.
y'all just
You
kind of
can
do
leave,
the
but you can't check out. It's the reverse of the Hotel
oh,
California.
God.
Yeah, you can leave, but you can't check out. Yeah, you
hotel-
definitely want to
The
stay.
Hotel Rochester? I don't know.
And then the final episode.
Yes.
Of season
the
2.
final episode. The episode after the penultimate episode.
Explain how we got all our
Yes.
rooms
Yeah.
again, and then Alistair is an ungrateful shit and got his own room that was specially catered towards him, but didn't even go to it. Fuck you.
It's like we
You
just
can't-
picked whichever room because they were the same, and Alistair had a special room with a magic sun window in it.
Well, what can I say? Like
Sarah
when a cat
hooked him up.
designs a room for a cat.
Shame.
And yeah, you can't go home again.
No.
The title of this last story arc, because y'all can't go home again.
Which Steven, do you want to actually go into that?
If anyone was
Yeah.
confused about how they got back to the DDA, but it was called "You Can't Go Home Again," the phrase just means that if once you're away from something for a long time and a lot of things have changed, even if you go back, it's not the same. So I mean, if you've like gone off to college, and didn't live at home or anything like that, and then you come back, to like your childhood bedroom, like it's weird because you don't belong there anymore, even though it's home. And so that's kind of what that means.
Which I
There's
thought
better
was like,
explanations.
which I thought was really cool, deep, philosophical, etc.
I liked it.
Which is why I wanted to have you like talk about it.
Yeah.
I like it better when you explain it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. We all did like it better after he explained the meaning of it. Because because Steven came up with that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But he did explain it.
I just thought it really fit, because we sort of worked together on the titles of each sort of mini storyline, and that one really I thought fit perfectly with what was happening. Especially because Julian kept saying we're going home.
Yep.
And I had to
And then
prove
you
Max
find out
wrong.
that your room is not even the same room, but
No.
Yep.
because you can't go back to that world. Yeah.
Victor's tear-stained pillows are not the real
They've been
tear-stained
washed.
pillows.
They're new pillows.
They're just
They're
facsimiles.
tear
Yeah.
absorbent.
I like to think that they recreated the pillows for him, and it had the tear stains, but they still weren't the same pillows.
Like, do you think they just like kind of like put tear stains on there, just like kind of painted them on or something? Or do you think somebody actually like went and cried into the pillow?
I think that they have magic buttons that can create things out of thin air. They probably just did that.
They had to do it a few times to get the right amount of tear staining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
But even the windows, like your view and everything, is completely controllable, like what you see.
But the default is what the view was in our dark well.
Yeah,
which is sad and comforting at the same time.
Yeah,
it's almost like a picture.
You walk past the shower
like
and you get a memory of like sitting in the shower crying, trying to clean your flesh wraps.
Oh, that's really sad. Don't bring that up again. Very sad.
It's funny for Alistair, this feels all new.
Yeah, for Alistair, he's never been in there before.
Yeah,
he never made it past the office.
Alistair will never be in the shower.
Yeah.
We know that.
That's also true.
I got really.
It's also very true.
Really drunk and went crazy. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of getting drunk and crazy and having deep moments with Victor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a conversation.
That was a good conversation. We had a very good conversation.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Manro's got you a wheelchair so you can get out of the mech too.
I kind of wanted that. I want a little Professor Xavier whirly chair.
You can move it with your mind.
I can move it with my mind.
Your arms are going to just atrophy.
No, that's what.
Because you're going to have the lightning gun in your lap all the time.
But I've been lugging the lightning gun around all this time, so I'm already ripped. Remember that?
Yeah.
Got this. Victor and I had like basically talked about the events of what happened at the tower and how we have these lasting scars, in some cases open wounds, about things that have happened to us in the past. And it was a nice, we have nice little, Steve and I work very well together doing a nice little emotional bits, and I'm not very good at doing those, so it is always a treat to kind of be able to do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Alistair does a really good job at being really aloof and avoiding those conversations.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he comes strolling in with his little flamey stripes, and he's like, "Hey, guys."
Don't worry, we'll get him back for that.
And in the conversation, Victor's backstory, like a good chunk of his backstory finally comes out. The last episode of season 2. What's the deal with that nightmare?
Yeah, you only had to wait not several hundred, but 100 episodes ish.
Several dozen.
Yeah, because I forget what's the first episode with the nightmare was episode 10.
Yeah, episode 10. Yeah.
106 episodes later, you find out what that nightmare is about. That's storytelling, guys.
Yeah, and I even touched on it in the tower with your memories.
Yep.
But was still vague enough to not reveal it.
Yeah, well, Victor didn't want to elaborate. Victor didn't want to go through it right there. That was not the time. The time was there with Julian, our quiet moment.
Yeah,
and that is the power.
Potato wedges were sizzling in the
in the pan.
In the pan. Victor baked them. He didn't fry them this time.
Yeah, that is the power of figuring out backstory and not telling you.
More importantly than all of that, a very special someone finally got his wedges.
Yep. I forget what episode that was introduced. Hold up, was it I'm checking my notes here.
It would have been during the 9-day break.
Yeah, 9-day break.
Like the Dread Recovery arc.
Yeah, let's see here. Because Julian goes and gets drunk. That's episode 39. So, yeah, episode 39, he got the potato wedges and came back and mentioned potato wedges to Manrose.
Manrose tried to blackmail him, but it was a joke, though.
No, yeah. Episode 42. Pickles. Episode 42, it looks like, is when Manrose and Julian talked about potato wedges for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we kind of skipped over it, actually, but Alistair after becoming Flamey, the GEC shows up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just like, didn't you notice I was gone?
Who are you?
like the green-eyed cat's starting to get clingy.
And Alistair's like, I barely noticed that you're here now.
I got a new toy.
You're gonna text me back, right?
The world wasn't being manipulated anymore, and y'all got away from that when you got into the DDA.
Biaki will do that to a man or a cat.
But yeah, the green-eyed cat did like stop being around constantly after the Pallid Mask died.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
So I felt like that was the time to say something. Like, didn't you notice I was gone?
Because you probably didn't.
Well, the
be
green-eyed
right.
cat
To notice.
The green-eyed cat didn't want to be around all the time. Like it wasn't what he wanted.
That's
No, 'cause
okay.
he only
Alistair
popped
pretty
up
much ignores him.
occasionally.
Like, Alistair pretty much ignores him unless he has something useful to say.
Or he spits out a giant bug monster.
Yeah, that
Yes.
too.
Yes. Stay tuned for season 3, The Return of the Biaki.
So suffice it to say, the green-eyed cat only gets paid attention to when something's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. But on that emotional moment, while editing and putting in the music there at the end, like I could not stop tearing up. Like at that, like just full disclosure, like multiple times that I had listened to it, like I can't help but tear up. And whenever it comes out tomorrow, because we're recording this the day before 116 comes out, I'll probably tear up again tomorrow when I listen to it. So but I also get really emotional in movies and stuff when emotional things happen. When I saw A Dog's Life, and I fucking bawled through that entire movie.
You stop right now.
I haven't seen that one.
Fresh memories.
In theaters. Oh man, me and Billie Jean walked out of that movie theater just like our faces were red and swollen from crying the whole time.
It's totally
That's
understandable.
a good movie, but it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
tell
a
you
lot
what
of
always
people
gets
can walk
me.
away from that movie feeling like all warm and fuzzy. If you do, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Like, one that always gets me is the ending of Coco. Every time.
The beginning of Up.
Coco gets you good. Coco got me the last time I watched it.
The beginning of Up.
I've seen it
still
twice.
Fucks me up to this day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I cry more in movies now that I'm older and more than when I was younger. Like the first movie that I can remember making me cry, the first movie moment, and it's really stupid, but it's when Wilson the volleyball is floating away.
Oh yeah.
From Tom Hanks and Castaway, like that. Like Tom Hanks sold that. Because you're sad because Wilson's like a fun thing, but you're really sad for him because he's just completely breaking.
Yeah.
That's the one thing he had left and is gone.
Yeah. I couldn't have pulled that off with Gimbal.
Yeah.
We could joke about it. We did joke about it.
Gimbal.
We totally joked about it.
Except it just sinks because it's metal.
It's like a combination of Castaway and Titanic. But I after listening to that and it hitting me every single time in editing and in production and scheduling it and just everything, I was like, this is an awesome finale. I could be wrong. Listeners might hate it. But
well, you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
to
they're
me,
probably going to hate it.
Do I know?
They're probably going to hate it. You're right.
They'll probably hate it.
I mean,
but
I loved
no,
everything
like,
else we did, but that episode just.
Yeah, turns out our audience is just Alistair somehow. He just hates it.
But I wanted the season 2 finale to be on a completely different level than the season 1 finale. Season 1 finale left with this huge thing, ultimate evil. Y'all get through this portal and boom, you're somewhere else. And then Tanasha's like, what took you so long? It's been a year. And then boom,
where's my
like,
eye?
Yeah. And then season 2, I wanted it to be a like a definite end to that story that started in season 1, and end on a more happy or more somber note, I guess.
Yeah.
But also leave that open-endedness that there is going to be more, but you're not necessarily in the shit going out of season 2.
One of those things where we roll credits and then we're going to have like that thing at the end that says the DDA will return and Microphones and Monsters season 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even do an outro because I felt like the end of that at the end was a perfect way to sign out of season 2. So I did a special intro for it, thanking the listeners, thanking y'all, and everything, because that fucking outro, and then end it with that happy man Rose eating his potato wedges and be like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the ending of this season reminded me. The ending of season 1 versus season 2 reminded me of the endings of season 3 and season 4 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Where season 3 was like this huge epic battle, you know? I mean, it had an ending. It was a little bit more close-ended than our season 1, but the season 4 ending of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like there was like the big giant battle and then one more episode that was about the characters and stuff like that. And it was like a different tone than everything else. And so having rewatched that recently, it reminded me a lot of that. It's not a 1-to-1, but
no.
But still, it's kind of similar vibes.
And I've never watched that much Buffy. Like, I've watched reruns here and there, so I wouldn't have even known that to get it 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's good.
Not that we would want things to be 1-to-1 anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
We've already done Garfield. Maybe we can do like Sunday morning comics, like which Peanut character,
which Dagwood character.
Dagwood. I think isn't the strip called Blondie, even though no one cares about Blondie at all. It's all about Dagwood.
You're right. The strip is called Blondie.
I feel like Victor is just Ziggy in the corner, and like everyone else is in different comics. And
which Dilbert character?
Which Dilbert character are we? Oh, that one's easy though. Alistair is Catbird. He's an evil
obviously.
Who was Dilbert's friend? The
Dogbert?
No. Or his coworker.
Wally.
Oh.
For sure.
Can Victor
Yeah, we've
be
done
Dilbert?
Garfield.
We have done Garfield, yeah.
Yeah, we did Garfield.
I wish I knew.
But
I wish I knew about VTubers. We could compare ourselves to VTubers.
Yeah, I don't know any. I only know what, Nico or whatever.
Sure. I know there's a shark lady that everyone likes.
I feel like there's probably cats that Alistair could compare to with VTubers.
Can I be Judi Dench from the movie Cats?
Oh God.
I mean, would you want to?
I would want to be Judi Dench. Judi Dench is fucking cool.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, admittedly,
I'd be Judi Dench,
but that's probably Judi Dench's low point.
She's old.
It's probably everyone's low. That's society's low point.
Notice how everything bad.
I've only seen clips of it, and I'm never going to watch that movie.
Notice how everything bad started happening after Cats got released. I'm not saying follow the money. I'm saying follow the money.
We can't fizzle out at the end of this Morons, can we? Did
No,
we fizzle
no.
out?
Well, we have to actually like officially do some kind of character or something
Fade away.
because I demand it.
Okay.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, I always do
Think about
Okay,
because I
which
want it to be a
character
thing.
from-
So it's
Which character from the Tim Burton Batman verse?
from the Tim Burton Batman verse, all 2 movies.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Apparently, Michael Keaton is supposed to make a Batman appearance in an upcoming DC film.
Yes,
I did
hear
see
about
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did hear about that.
I believe it's actually supposed to be in the Flash because they're going to be doing a pseudo Flashpoint kind of thing.
Oh, so that means he's going to be Thomas Wayne.
Not necessarily, but yeah.
He could
kinda
be,
want him to
yeah.
Thomas
I mean, he
Wayne,
could
though.
be.
That'd be really good.
But like a Flashpoint
Yeah, it
kind
would
of
be
thing
really
doesn't
cool.
necessarily mean they're just straight up doing Flashpoint.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Marvel did the Civil War and Infinity War and all those things, and they weren't exactly the same as the comics.
Right.
What? Oh man, I don't know why I'm struggling to think of a comparison.
A property that we can just steal.
What One Punch Man character?
Oh man,
Don't know. I'm
I
not
feel like
familiar.
Victor would be Watchdog Man.
Yes.
I suppose I'll agree.
No, don't worry. It's a compliment.
I'll-
Watchdog Man is
okay,
awesome.
I'll
good.
pick
Then
Saitama
absolutely.
because mechanically it's worked.
You mean? Are you sure you're not Ganos?
Oh, I'm definitely Genos.
You
for
seem
sure.
like a Ganos.
Genos is
Yeah,
100%.
Genos,
Genos is
yeah.
rad. I love Genos so much.
Super rad, and especially with the mech now,
Yes,
that seems pretty on point.
Yeah, more on that later. What? Oh, I have one.
Alistair.
I have one, and it's recently appropriate, timely. That's the word. What Mortal Kombat character are you?
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm
Ooh.
Saberwolf.
No, but I appreciate the reference. I do love me some Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
I have no idea how I remembered that.
Saberwolf.
I don't remember. I don't even remember the name of the guy that I played all the time. He was like the one that looked like he was made out of magma and he just did
Cinder.
all flippy flips. There we
Yeah.
go.
I
Okay.
love me some Ki.
Yeah, like Killer Instinct character names are pretty on the nose.
Fulgore? Are you kidding me? It's literally the coolest name for a robot ever. Oh my god.
So
Like
Mortal Kombat.
the skeleton's name was
Yeah,
Spinal.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Huh? Okay, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat character.
My knowledge of Mortal Kombat is mostly just the 1996 movie.
Okay. So,
yeah.
let's see. Alistair will be Christopher Lambert, not Raiden. Alistair would just be Christopher Lambert.
I'll accept that. I can accept that.
I don't know. I kind of struggle. Who would Victor be?
You'd be Liu Kang.
Yeah, Victor's probably closest to Liu Kang in terms of character.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
terms of like
probably.
abilities, he's more like the horrible villain. He's Shang Tsung. He just turned into other people.
Or Reptile.
Oh,
I guess
actually, I could see an argument for Reptile.
Maybe, but Victor and Liu Kang like have the same heart.
Yeah,
But would Julian
yeah.
be Johnny Cage?
As much
That sounds actually
as
pretty
much as
accurate.
I, run
I
my
think.
mouth, yeah, I would probably say Johnny Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
And
I mean, unless
Or
you
at
get
least-
into like other movies, like other characters, like
Or other Julian as Johnny Cage. 'cause
other
he
Julian
was-
is absolutely
100%
Johnny
Yeah.
Cage.
Yeah, because he was like a superstar.
Yeah,
starring in his own movie Ninja Mime.
yeah. By JC Production Company.
Yes.
I don't know if you get into other characters outside of like that movie, you could always go with like Sector
So,
or
yeah, all
something.
the robots: Sector, Cyrax, Smoke.
Or would you prefer Smoke
I kind of like Smoke.
or Noob
Smoke's
Saibot?
kinda
I guess
cool.
Yeah,
rather.
Smoke.
Actually,
Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot.
Actually-
The best name ever.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, it's just the guy's name
Y-
backwards.
you know what?
Ermac.
I'm gonna say, based on events that we know that's gonna happen in season 3, I'm gonna say Cabal. Actually,
Ooh,
Yes.
Cabal.
Yeah, I also saw that Mortal Kombat movie. I I could do a whole podcast on my opinions on that movie.
But did we come up with a character for everybody?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
got Johnny Cage.
Yeah, we got
I
close.
mean, yeah. We got Christopher Lambert. We got either we've got either Liu Kang or Reptile. Or maybe
Or
Reptile.
Shang Tsung, because
Shang
you
Tsung,
eat
yeah.
people and get their
Maybe Reptile with Liu Kang's heart. Like he ate Liu Kang's heart.
yeah.
I'm Shang Tsung if he ate Liu Kang's soul and then turned good.
There was a brief period of time in which
Liu
Shang
Kang
Tsung was good.
Liu Kang's soul overpowered the evil
Yes.
sorcerer.
There you go. That's what
Also,
happened.
it's very interesting. The actual actor who played Shang Tsung in the movies actually does the mocap and the voice for Shang Tsung in the newest Mortal Kombat game.
I think I heard
Oh,
that.
cool.
That's
That's cool.
fun.
That was really cool. Where's Christopher Lambert?
I don't know. I'm guessing Liu Kang's brother didn't make it either.
I think that's a good spot to end it.
Yes, it is. On the death of the beloved character's brother.
This is Morons, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
All music was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios.
Yes.
Check out our website.
It's new. It's funky. It's fresh.
Yep. Microphone.
Although go visit it now because its freshness is wearing off.
No, it's not.
Microphonesandmonsters.com or mikesandmonsters.com. Both work.
Yep. If you don't want to type O phone.
Yeah, our website is unlike Citizen Kane, in which it will keep its 100% freshness and will never decrease. That's dating. That's dating this.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
And head on over to our Patreon. Mentioned some stuff earlier in the episode about that.
More importantly, ad-free listening.
Yeah, ad-free listening is $3.
Yep.
Yeah, $3 for ad-free
I
listening.
mean, if you like the ads, but you want to contribute, you can do that and just listen to it, not with the Patreon thing, and then you can.
I mean,
do
it's
the
true.
ads
You
too.
can.
It's true.
You absolutely
can do that, but I encourage you, if you are a patron and you're paying for it, take advantage of the RSS feed that you get sent to you. So you can just skip ads. Well, I mean, you don't even have to skip. It's just not there.
They just don't appear.
Don't even need it.
And make sure to send us your questions or comments.
Yes,
You know,
we do
even
need
if you don't have
questions.
a question, if you just have a thought about the season, a favorite moment or something,
do it.
Make sure to send that in to us soon,
immediately.
So that
Like
when
as
we
soon
record,
as you hear this, you should be sending.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see. From when we put this episode out to
It'll be a week.
whenever
Oh no.
to whenever we record.
yeah.
You got 3 days. You got 3 days to submit questions from the time this episode comes out.
Yep. So you can do that on the Cast Junkie Discord on our channel. It's free to join up in there. You know, you don't. It's not one of those Discords where you got to pay to get
you
on.
just reach out to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can reach out directly to us through the Twitter, through Instagram, TikTok, MySpace, Zynga, LiveJournal.
Is Dig up?
Some of those I don't know. I don't think we have those anymore.
No,
but
we don't.
Anymore?
It ended at TikTok.
Anymore? Oh yeah, you know that GeoCities site that we
You
used
can
to
reach out
have.
to me on Google Plus.
Yes, Google Plus, Google Wave,
Live
ICQ.
Journal.
Oh man.
Yeah, go put your Google glasses
showing our
on. Go
age.
to www.mikesandmonsters.com.
Yep.
IRC chat.
But yeah, get those questions and comments in because we love interacting with you guys and
I love talking about them because they're fucking some of the questions are fucking ringers. I've been holding on to one that is I mean not like an in-depth question, but just someone sent it to me and I just spent the next 3 minutes laughing afterwards. So
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I already have some questions. I have some that are related to the show. I have some that are random questions for
And
us.
And there's no such thing as too many questions. Like,
Yes.
if we have to, we will do an entire episode of nothing but questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But remember, there are stupid questions, and so we'll mock
And we'll
you.
still answer those.
No, we won't mock you.
But we will answer them.
Yes.
We'll mock each other.
Yes.
That's fair game.
And if you ask for spoilers, I will still ask the question, but I probably
And
won't
we will
answer it.
answer them in completely wrong ways.
Yes. Or will we?
Ah.
But yeah. That's a season. That's 2 seasons out of the way now. Get ready for season 1. Also, don't forget to submit your favorite scenes and your favorite moments from the show too, and I'll try to cover that during the break.
Yes.
Yeah, those you have a lot longer on.
Yes, you have a lot longer on those. You got 3 months to get it in, because I can maybe sneak one in at the end that somebody
we could
requests.
do something where people submit their favorite scenes, and then we can say that this is so-and-so's favorite scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
We
even
do that.
give you a shout out, and if you want me to say a certain name, or like it's so and so from this podcast or something like that, I'll shout you out whatever it is, and then talk about the scene, and
It's
then
First come, first serve. So if you really want to lay claim to your favorite scene, you got to tell us quick.
If I put in a request, will you say my name?
Say my name.
Yeah, I'll say your name.
Yeah.
When no one is around. That's also something we need to do, is the musical episode.
Yeah, we still need to do that at some point,
Say
maybe
my
eventually.
name, say my name.
We definitely need to talk to
All right.
Okay.
a lot of producers.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen one of these days. Like, I'm just gonna decide to throw some kind of horror at us that like forces us to sing.
Forces us.
Y'all keep trying to force this.
I am. I'm totally down for it. Are you kidding me?
I know.
If I were trying to force it, I would just start singing in the episodes. Okay?
Yeah.
No, that'd be silly. You shouldn't just start singing songs.
Yeah, I mean, who does that?
Oh,
just
yeah, who
sing a
does that?
song out of nowhere like that.
Weird.
Oh, I can't wait for us to release season 3.
Oh God.
I am looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely stick around during this break. But also listen to some other great podcasts like A Fool's Quest, Stick Shift Incorporated, Top of the Round, Dungeons and Pop.
Roll Britannia.
What's some other ones? Roll Britannia, Dice Populi.
Come on, we can do it. We can do it.
Make sure not to leave anybody out.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of great podcasts out there. A lot of them are on Cast Junkie Discord. So yeah, check it out there. All the information's in the details of every single episode. So go
And
to
if
it
you have
and join
recommendations
us.
for podcasts that you think we would like, also send us those submissions. I would be very interested to see what you guys are listening to. I know you're listening to us, and continue to do so.
But yeah, and come talk about it in the Discord.
Yes.
Yep.
And talk about it with everybody, us and people that talk about our stuff and other people's stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's Cast Junkie because like we're all podcast junkies, like and it's a bunch of fans. It's not just podcasters in there; it's listeners too. People that have never put out a podcast at all, or written a podcast, or voiced in a podcast, or anything like that. They're just listeners. So it's fans and creators in there.
That's a nice way of saying workers.
Don't.
Listeners.
Well, if they talk in the Discord, they're not lurkers.
Yeah.
You're 100% right.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Although there
all
are
else
totally
fails-
lurkers there
Yes.
And everybody's friendly, and we're all friendly.
Yeah.
I also personally hang out in a Fool's Quest Discord a lot. But I'm also in that show quite a bit. Well, they're one shots.
Jimbo Taper.
Yeah, Jimbo Taper, my John Wick goblin. All right, that's it.
Yep.
That's Morons, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love
everybody.
you. Thank you so much for listening.
Have a good time.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.